Hey guys, today I'm going to present you the full in-depth review on this amazing Moto G, which is the best phone in its class at this moment. And the good news is I have already updated the software to Android KitKat 4.4.2. So I'll be also showing you the new features you have now on this smartphone. First of all, the exterior aesthetics of this Moto G is really appreciable. This whole black look is making this phone look like a black stone in your hand, and there is basically no flaw with the design of this smartphone. With the amazing exterior look and the interior, that is the CPU, GPU, RAM, everything, this Moto G has put to shame all the devices in its class, and few mid-range devices also fall short of this Moto G. The ergonomics of this smartphone is one of the best I've seen. The back panel is slightly curved and also rubberized, which will give a great grip. The position of the loudspeaker is also very good, doesn't get covered by hand, and there is a small dent here which nicely fits into the index finger tip. One hand handling of this smartphone is superb, and because of the heavy 143 gram weight, this phone also feels very solid in hand. Now, though the display is of 4.5 inches diagonally, you will get around 4.25 inches visible because of this Android keys here. The good news is video player can hide this and show in full screen. Because of this very standard display size, you can reach each and every part of it without stretching your thumb. I'll talk about the quality of this display later on in this review. Now let me give you a quick walkthrough of the exterior. At the back, you are getting a camera flash along with the camera, and this flash is very powerful. I have taken images in complete dark areas and the quality was also decent. The camera on this Moto G is, I think, the best in class with great image quality and low light handling. The resolution is up to 5 megapixels with HD recording. This is the headphone port, and the headphone you get with this phone is just a basic one, though the clarity is not bad. This is the secondary microphone for noise cancellation during talking, and here you are getting the power key and the volume rocker, which fit nicely under the thumb. At the bottom, you are getting the typical USB 2.0 port with pen drive, hard drive support, and this is the hole for the primary microphone. At the front, there is a tiny notification LED, and the front camera of this Moto G is again very good. This can take HD videos, which is excellent for video chatting, and the imaging capability is up to 1.3 megapixels. This ear speaker is also loud enough for talking in noisy areas. This display has got oleophobic coating, that's why it attracts very less fingerprints compared to others. And this is also making the display very smooth. Now let's talk about the quality of the display. You must already know that this is an HD display, which is unthinkable for the price of this smartphone. There is basically no pixel visible, and the color reproduction is also decent. Everything is looking very clear, and watching movies or playing games will feel great on this very high resolution display. The touch response of this display is also best you can get on a smartphone, and as I said before, the display glass is also very smooth. So this great display is one of the reasons you should buy this smartphone, and the second best thing about this smartphone is its specs. Moto G sports very premium quality CPU GPU for its class, and in fact the mid-range Galaxy Grand 2 has got the same specs. The CPU is 1.19 GHz quad-core Cortex A7, though it's not Cortex A9, but for its class Cortex A7 quad-core is excellent. The GPU is Adreno 305, and the chipset is Qualcomm Snapdragon 400, which is basically a new chipset from the company. The Android version, as you can see, is 4.4.2 KitKat, and the display resolution is showing 720 by 1184 because of the Android keys bar at the bottom. The RAM is decent 1 GB, and there are two internal storage options, 8 GB and 16 GB. Do get the 16 GB version because there is no external card slot on this Moto G. The battery on this smartphone is of 2070 mAh, and also it's built-in. The backup is so far excellent for a smartphone. I'm getting around 1.5 to 2 days on normal to heavy uses. These are the sensors. You can pause and check this out. Moto G is also a dual SIM phone with micro SIM card slots, and the 3G capability is up to 21 Mbps HSDPA. The Wi-Fi is single band BGN, and the Bluetooth version is latest 4.0. You're also getting Google Drive storage of 50 GB for 2 years. Now I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of the interior, that is the software and the interface. First of all, this is the lock screen and you are getting this small camera icon which you can press and swipe to launch the camera right away from your lock screen. This camera icon is a new addition to the KitKat version, though you could do the same on the previous version just by swiping on the whole screen. You can resize the widgets on the lock screen and even swipe right to get more lock screen widgets. This is a messaging widget and you are getting a glimpse of your messages. Now even if you put a password lock into your Moto G, anyone can still check this messaging widget, so I don't suggest you to put this messaging widget to the lock screen. You can add widgets from here. These are the widgets available out of the box. You can also put face unlock, that is your face as the password. This is the option you should check. You can put personal message, owner info or any emergency contact number on your lock screen as well. Now you must know that this is a Google phone with stock Android UI, so there is no customization, but because of this the interface is very smooth, there is no lag or hiccup, and as this is an Android device you can customize it in 1,000 ways with launchers and themes. With the KitKat update, Google has brought some significant changes and the most important one is the new dial pad. You are getting this high contrast dial pad which is also smaller, and the call logs and the contacts menu are also on the same screen. So from now on you don't have to reach out for your call logs, contacts menu and your dial pad, which doesn't feel right because displays are getting very big nowadays, and in most of the phones you get your contacts menu or the call logs at the top part of the phone. You can now just tap on your favorite contacts and you can call right away. So this is a great thinking by Google, and with this Moto G you are getting the taste of KitKat much before others. The keyboard is also improved with color emoji support just like WhatsApp, and the writing experience is now much better than before with the space aware gesture support. Let me show you the emoji keyboard first. There are hundreds of emoji characters you are getting here. Now the keyboard on this Moto G is one of the best you can find on any smartphone. You are getting this space aware gesture support, that is you can just swipe on the space bar to input any space. This feels so right, there is no need to leave the screen and this will increase the writing speed a lot. This is such a nice feature, you should try on this keyboard. Now though the UI is just the stock Android, you are getting some special apps and services from Motorola. For example, this Motorola Assist is, I'll say, a very handy app. You can manage your sleeping time by making this phone silent for a specific time, and you can put exceptions for your favorite contacts. There is another option which enables this phone to ring if anyone calls you twice within 5 minutes. You can do the same under the meeting option, and there is an option called auto reply which will reply with a message you have set if someone from your favorite contacts menu calls you. So this is a really handy app, and the next app I want to show you is the Motorola Migrate, which will help you to switch to this new phone by copying all of your old stuffs. There is a versatile help app which will help you to know anything about the smartphone or Android, and this is very useful if you are switching from iOS to Android. This Google Translate is another very handy app. You can translate almost all the languages using speech, camera or handwriting, and you can even use this while offline. Just you have to pin these languages to download. Clicking here will download the language package, and if you are going on a trip then you can download the specific languages because these are huge in size. You can set your Google account for Motorola device ID, and there is something called protect your phone which will locate, lock or wipe your whole phone's data in case you lose it. These are the things you can do if you activate this feature. You can pause and check this out. With the KitKat update, you can now print your photos, Google Docs, Gmail messages and others via Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and hosted services like Google Cloud Print and HP Print. There is also a new Google Hangouts version with support for integrated SMS and MMS. You can set Hangouts as the default SMS app as well. Under the sound settings, you can apply some audio effects for the loudspeaker as well as for the headphone. There are a few effects you can apply. This is for the wired stereo like headphone, speakers, etc. And these are the presets you can apply. The loudspeaker on this Moto G is loud enough for watching movies and the clarity is also very good. With this Play Movies, you can buy movies from the Play Store and there are some free movies as well. Though the camera of this Moto G can capture up to HD videos, you can play back full HD videos without any issue. As you can see, there is basically no lag or any syncing time. This is a comparison of Galaxy Grand Duos and Galaxy Grand Quattro. You can check the channel and find it out. I'll try to upload a comparison in between this Moto G and the Grand 2, which has the same screen resolution, same CPU and GPU, but the price is almost 80% higher. Next, I want to show you the camera. The camera on this Moto G is very good for its price, and I'll not say it is excellent, but for its class this smartphone takes decent quality images. In good lighting condition, the images look very sharp and the low light handling is also not bad. As you can see, the details are recorded fine. I'll try to upload some camera samples into my website gadgetsportal.in and also to my Facebook page facebook.com/gadgetsportal. The video capability is up to 720p, which is slightly disappointing, I think. This is the HDR mode and this is for the flash. This will enable you to focus on a subject by making the background blur and also adjusting the exposure. You can also take slow motion videos with this Moto G, which will look really cool. You can take videos of something breaking or a small water droplet. There is also panorama shot, geotagging, and you can take images in 16:9 or 4:3 ratio. The last one is to mute the shutter. The Android KitKat update has brought extensive editing options to this Moto G. You can do a lot of things, like you can apply different type of filter effects. Swiping on the screen will show you the effect of these filter effects. There are numerous frames you can apply as well. You can even set the thickness. The cropping tool has got lots of features, like you can straighten, you can rotate, and you can even draw on these images. In this way you can annotate, you can give captions, and you can also write down the occasion or the place the images were taken. You can set the exposure value, and this brilliant gradient tool is very nice. If you are a photography enthusiastic, then these editing tools will surely amuse you. Next, I want to discuss the browsing experience on this Moto G. Let's visit gadgetsportal.in. This is the official site of Gadgets Portal, and I have uploaded a written review on this Moto G, so check that out. The scrolling is super smooth and there is basically no issue with the browser. Because of the very high resolution, each and everything is looking very smooth and the small text are easily readable. There is a slight vibration of the page while zooming, but I think that's ignorable. Browsing, watching movies or playing games on a high resolution display feels really great. The last thing I want to show you on this Moto G is the storage, RAM, etc. I have the 8GB version and you will get around 5GB of free space out of the box, so do get the 16GB version. The RAM is officially 1GB, and after installing lots of games and apps, you are getting 378MB of free space, which is not bad. The gaming capability of this Moto G is excellent and I'll upload a gaming review very soon. The Android version is, as you know, KitKat 4.4.2. So this Moto G has got almost all the things right, and there is no reason for not getting this phone at this amazing price. The 16 gig version is priced at only 14,000 rupees, that is around 225 USD, and 8 gig version cost 12,500 rupees, that is exactly 200 USD. In US you can get this device at only 179 USD without the charging adapter and the headphone. Overall, this Moto G is a well-built device with extremely good hardware and very fast software. The back cover is also exchangeable with 7 color options, and the design of this Moto G is basically the same as the premium Moto X. So get this device if you like it, and in India Flipkart is the only seller at this moment. So I have added a Flipkart link in the description below. If you are getting this device, then use that link. Well, that's all in this review, and the name of this wallpaper is Cookie HD Optic Ball. Unfortunately, this wallpaper has been removed from the Play Store. I have another channel called Gadgets Portal Play where I show Android and Windows Phone games and applications. So check that channel out and visit gadgetsportal.in for a written review. Check the camera samples on facebook.com/gadgetsportal. If you have found this review helpful, then do subscribe to this channel and like, comment and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching. This is Shukesh Bonik, and keep in touch.